Welcome in, Mia here. If you clicked on this video is for you. What is the karmic lesson from your ex? Let's find out. Let's dig into the cards. So we're going to get started with our gold deck and we're going to take a look into this energy. So what I want you to do right now is to release any extra energy, anything that has nothing to do with right here, right now. Just release it and let yourself open just like a little box. This relationship that you've been in with your ex, this past relationship, and let's take a look at the karmic lesson that needs to be learned here. Let's figure out what is coming up here in the cards for you. Oh, I'm feeling a lot of energy and a lot of cards, and I'm not done pulling yet. And yeah, okay, we got one more. All right, we're in our gold deck. We have 2, 4, 6. We have 7 cards that we've pulled, getting us started. We have the Ace of Wands. We have the Judgment card. We have the 6 of Swords reversed. We have the King of Cups reversed. We have the 6 of Pentacles. We have the Strength card. And we have the 8 of Cups. All right, let's break it down. So starting from the beginning, the very first card, the very first thing we're seeing is that Ace of Wands energy popping in for you, and the karmic lesson that you were meant to learn from your ex. New opportunities. There's something new that's happened in your life that's coming in for you. New inspiration, a purpose in your life, a drive in your life, to be lit up, to be passionate about it. There is something really important here for you to feel like you've lived a fulfilled life, for you to feel like you are on your life's mission, you are on your path. There was a new opportunity that couldn't come in for you with your ex, that had to be something that you went through in order to open up this opportunity and to lead you in a fiery way moving forward in this purpose, this drive, this passion, this movement. This is a fiery card. This is a good thing. This is a good lesson to come from this. Now we also have the Judgment card. So there's also a decision that you made somewhere in this relationship. Somewhere within that, you made a decision and about what you would accept, what you wouldn't accept, about the type of person you want in your life or the type of person you were going to be. But there was some type of big decision that made you feel relieved, that made you feel almost joyful that you'd been able to make this decision, not necessarily about being with this person or not with this person, but something else in your life. It led you to this big decision that was really important for you to make, for you to get to, that you had to get to this space where you could make this big decision. Now we also have the 6 of Swords reversed. So there's also a part of you that needed to learn how to stop moving away, that maybe you were pushing them away, maybe you were putting up walls, putting up barriers, doing some things that you didn't feel were good, and you didn't like the way that your thoughts were moving around it, and you've taken a lesson away from that of how not to step into that again, how not to be in that space, how to be in a new space that is outside of this. I'm moving away from this now. I'm walking away from this now. I am. My thoughts are running off in a different direction and running away from this place. We have the King of Cups reversed. So I do think that there's a part of you who has landed in a space that knows that something that you want is someone who can sit into their seat of knowing, who has emotional intelligence, who can talk to your emotions, who can also anticipate your emotions because they have that emotional intelligence, that they can see that you might need something, that you are feeling something, that they can sort of anticipate that and want to be there for that. But they also have the emotional depth. They have the depth of feeling and emotion that you really need in your soulmate, in your person, and that they can land in their power with you, that they don't just hold on to their power for other people, other situations, other things. They are using their power and their gifts for you in your relationship. And that they're fully showing up in a real and true way. We have the 6 of Pentacles. So this is a giving and a receiving card. And that tells me that this also this did teach you how to give and receive. That there was a part of you that learned something new about a new way to give and receive. That there has to be a balance there. And also about what you want for the future. That you want something you can land in that is giving and receiving. It is on both ends, that there is an equality in that you're both showing up the same way. You're both giving, you're both receiving. You're not just trying to be 50-50. You're both 100% in, and that you can balance each other out at different times, because one person might be in more of a giving space, one person might be in a space where they need more receiving, and that's not always going to just be an equal 50-50 thing. Now we have the Strength card. So this tells me that this past relationship also gave you some superpowers. It gave you an intensity of knowledge of yourself in an intense situation. It taught you how capable you are. You are so capable. You are so able. You are so competent. You're able to handle another person. You're able to compromise. You're able to come at something in a more peaceful way. You're able to see things in a different light. You understand your strength, your personal power, in a way that you didn't understand it before, because you were using it in tandem with another person that challenged it in certain ways, and that was challenging it with you, that it had to become a different type of relationship. You had to adapt to the new circumstances and adapt to a different kind of wildness, a different kind of like feral instincts. And you learned that about yourself and came away as this strong, magical, empowered person, that you are so capable, but also that you have superpowers. You have superpowers of being in a relationship now, that you can take these lessons, and move them into your soulmate relationship. And, things from the past, when we're talking about exes, and if you are really holding on to something, my advice is to let go of what you're holding on to. Your person will show up for you. If they're not showing up for you, if they let you go, then you need to open up this space to let go as well. But that doesn't mean that person can't come back into your life. Just because something is in the past doesn't mean that it can't come alive, but it does usually have to come alive as a new thing, in a new way, as a new blossom, that something fresh has blossomed. Now we have the Eight of Cups, and the Eight of Cups is telling me that this also taught you how to walk away, to set boundaries around certain things. And you might be thinking like, oh, but I didn't really set those boundaries around certain things, or I didn't walk away, that this person walked away from me. But often that will come from a space where you might have started walking away as well, that you might have put up boundaries that you weren't willing to compromise on, that you were willing to leave a heart space that wasn't right for you. And that might mean doing things and acting out in ways that you're not proud of, or resisting things in arguments and in the midst of chaos in a way that you're not proud of, but you were putting that up in a way because you had boundaries around those things. Ooh, interesting. Okay, let's move into our pink deck. I want to take a look. I want to keep this energy going. So this is our overriding question for this entire reading. But I also just want to open this up to the cards as well. If there are other things that we need to handle for you, if there are other things we need to look at for you, we're going to do that too. Okay, so let's take a look and see what we have here. So we have our pink deck, and let's just see where the energy takes us with our pink deck. Let's see where the energy takes us with the pink deck. What we need to know about what's going on with you. What's going on? Okay, let's see what we have. Now, we have the Ten of Pentacles reversed. We have the Judgment card. Once again, that was the second card I pulled with our gold deck. It is the second card I am pulling in our pink deck. We have the Moon. We have the High Priestess. And we have the Ten of Wands. I love this. Okay, let's get cracking because we have good, juicy stuff here. So, Ten of Pentacles reverse is telling me that you're not feeling very abundant. You might be sort of ignoring the abundance that wants to come in for you, that there is like a landslide that is waiting to just drop into your life. Abundance in every aspect. And this is not just heart and love abundance of being in your soulmate relationship. This is also financial abundance, worldly abundance, health abundance, fitness abundance, worldly goods abundance, your items, your space, everything that you own, the monetary things in your life, but the physical things in your your world. There is an abundance that is waiting to rain down on you, a generosity from the universe, from source, from the people around you, from the world around you that is ready to drop in, that will make you feel like, oh, I'm so taken care of, I'm so protected, I'm so loved, I am so nourished, I can't believe everything that I have. It feels, I'm so grateful for it. The love, the laughter, just everything makes me bubble over, and it is a card of completion. I want to point out that in our pink pull here, we've started with a card of completion reverse. We're ending with a card of completion upright. So there is a space for you to really open yourself up to want what wants to come in for you. And that could be being blocked in certain ways, but I want you to let yourself open up to it. Just open up to the possibility of it. You don't have to, you don't have to go crazy. You can go crazy, let yourself be in the energy of it. But also, if you just sort of release any barriers you have to what's coming in, that any disbelief, any feelings of negativity that come up when you think about that, I want you to just really open yourself up to it. Now, our judgment card popping up here in our second pull means that there are more decisions to be made. You made a big decision. You figured something out, and it made you feel free. There was a freedom in making that decision that you made during this past relationship. Right now, the universe is also asking you to make another choice. There is another choice to be made. There are often many, many choices to be made. It's a big choice in your life right now. There's something that will set you free. It will open things up. It will be expansive. It will be this energy of opening and joy, and put your hands in the air and things feel good because you've made this decision. You can focus in one direction and you can move forward. Remember, the first lesson, the first card that we pulled was the Ace of Wands, which is new opportunities, which our aces are bringing in, purpose, passion, drive. It often gets into career, but anything that you feel very purposeful and passionate about. And it is fire energy. It is lit up. It feels good. It feels joyful. It feels no obstacles in the way. It's going for it. It is growth energy. So it's the very first thing that we pulled for you. So I am feeling, especially as we have this 10 of Wands coming up, that there is this strong sense of knowing where your life is going, know where you want it to be, being in this space where you are moving forward towards a goal, in that sort of, divine masculine energy of moving towards something. We also have a lot of divine feminine energy coming up here too. So first of all, we have the moon, which is more feminine, the moon. And that does get into shadow area, that gets into shadow territory, that gets into secret territory, the things you can't see, the things that are hidden, the things that are hiding. And I want you to look inside of yourself and just see if there are things popping up for you right now that are acting in a shadow way in your life. And this can be around all things, the abundance that wants to drop in for you, the soulmate relationship, anything that is coming in. I want you to evaluate the things you hold to be your personal truths, the things that you think of and you think, well, this I know to be true, and just evaluate it. But do I know that to be true? How do I know that to be true? Where did I learn that to be true? What are the things that support that? And can I challenge that in my mind even for a moment and just reconsider that I'm supposed to be with this type of person, that this type of relationship is the thing that I'm looking for, that, that I can only have so much wealth because that's what I was born into, that I can only have so much abundance because in my mind, the universe has to balance itself out, and once it gives me something good, then it has to take something away. Not true. Life is cyclical, but the abundance just wants to drop in. So I want you to, I want you to look at things that might be hiding, that might be ready to pop up for you, that there is like, oh, it's not far away. It's not something you have to dig too deep for. Not only that, but you have access to it in a different way than most people. We have High Priestess energy here. You are in a space where you are standing, where you can sort of see beneath the veil. You can see things that other people can't see right now. You're in a space where it is mystical, it is magical, it is knowing. It is sitting as the third pillar between the good and the bad, and understanding that there's good and bad, and there's bad and good, and there's all of this fruitful energy here that is so divinely feminine and so divinely wise and knowing. Sit into that sacred energy that you house right now and let yourself really utilize that. Then we follow this all up with a lovely staple. Like I said, we started with our 10, card of completion, reverse pentacles, and we're ending with this 10 of wands upright. And this is, stamp on it. It is this. We started with the Ace of Wands. That was your first card. You can see this home. What you have started, the journey that you started within this past relationship, one of the things that you needed to learn, those new opportunities for purpose and passion in your life, for moving forward and feeling lit up and joyful to be alive, that thing absolutely has a space to come to completion for you. And that is in your very near energy. That is in your touchable energy. That is moving forward in the next weeks. That is so close to you. So keep riding home what you have been working so hard towards, because you have already been putting in effort and work towards something. Keep going with that, because you can see that home. That is coming to fruition should you accept that. I'm not done with our pink deck. All right, I just want 2 more cards from our pink deck. I'm going to keep this. I want to keep it balanced. Yeah, unless our cards want us to do more, and then we do what the cards want us to do. Okay, I've got one of my little cover-up pieces of paper. Okay, so interesting. So we have the 5 of Swords reversed. We have the 4 of Swords reversed. A 4 and a 5, both reversed, both swords, mind space, mental space, intelligence space. And this is telling me that you're not giving yourself time to rest your mind. Your thoughts might be going at 100 miles a minute. You might be in a space where you are just, I've got to go. And when I'm not going, I am detaching with something, or I'm numbing out my mind, but I'm not resting and recovering it. I'm not giving myself space and grace to just be. See how I did that? I gave you a moment and a space to just be. Now, we have the 5 of Swords reversed, which tells me that something was really hurt. Something hurt you, done to you by another person. I am guessing from this ex, because that is the energy that we are. That's an overriding question here. So we're in this energy, and something really hurt you. They sliced you open one. You really got it from them in some way, that they were a bit brutal in some way. And you might be feeling very compassionate about that, in which case I would say, it's okay to feel upset about that, even if it doesn't make sense, even if you can't put it into words like they did this, you can feel upset about it. You can feel the hurt of it. And the cards are saying, yeah, it was hurtful. Whatever happened, it was hurtful. And there's a space for you now to sort of reclaim some of that energy in that hurt space, and to land in a space of peace with it, to land in a space of peace and recovery with it. It's okay to let yourself recover from that and, feel like, oh, I was just in this battle. Even if it was a long time ago, even if we're talking about an old relationship, you might still need that rest and recovery. To be with yourself, to get your breath back, to heal the wounds, to let it settle, and let it all settle. Okay. Now, we may come back to our pink deck, because I really like the way our pink deck is pulling. But I do now want to move into our old trusty deck. I'm going to put that somewhere. Something's making some rattling noise. Okay, so I'm moving into our old trusty deck. And now I kind of want to open this up to, first of all, I want to open this up to, because we're talking about this person, I just want to open this up to anything else that you need to know about this person in your life going forward. So we're talking about, instead of really what you've learned from the past, about moving forward, if there's anything we need to know about this person. Okay. And I am feeling some interesting energy from our old trusty deck, because it's a little, it's got this, I want to say like train energy that may not make any sense to you, but that kind of heavy moving feeling. Oh, hey, first card we pulled, 10 of Wands. Okay, that was the last card we pulled on our first pull with our pink deck. card of completion. Second time we're pulling a 10 of Wands. We are asking about this person, what we need to know about moving forward. Yeah, now we have the 7 of Pentacles, we have the 6 of Cups, and we have the 3 of Pentacles. We're asking about this person moving forward. Oh, this is very interesting. So the first thing I'm seeing, now this feels to me like there is something about what you're doing right now, because that's the energy we were pulling when we pulled this card before. That energy of being lit up, moving forward in your life, joyful, moving towards what you want. There is something in this completion energy of you pursuing what you're doing that it might attract this person back to you. That might act as a window or door for them to make their way and their energy and your magnetism open up to them again. So if you don't want that, or you do want that, that's just something good to know. That there might be a space here for that to start pulling them back towards you. Now we have the 7 of Pentacles, and this is interesting to pull. I am feeling, so we have the 6 of Cups, which is a nostalgic card. That's those like old feelings, like, oh, I've known this person knows me so well. I know this person so well. We already have all these feelings and emotions on tap, ready to touch as soon as things, would begin. So it does feel like there's a possible space for this person to possibly re-enter your life, if you should want it. This isn't saying, hey, this is your soulmate. This isn't like, oh yeah, you guys are destined. But it is saying there is a possible space here for this person to kind of re-enter your life, or to at least come to a space where you feel nostalgic about it. You feel like, oh, that's a good heart space. I'm good with what we had when we had it, and I'm good to be out in my life doing my thing, rocking the world and having huge successes and seeing things home and being on top of my game and finding my real person. But that there's a space here for that to land in a space that isn't hurtful, isn't, we don't have this tear it up sword in the sword going through you energy, where you land in a good heart space with it, that things just feel like, okay, that's a peaceful topic for me. It's no longer a big hurtful topic or a big windstorm that starts up in that topic. Now, the 7 of Pentacles is a card of patience. It is a card of growth and harvesting, that things have been growing since then. Things have been, like, it feels like this person and you are both becoming better people. You're becoming better versions of yourselves. There were seeds that were planted during that time that have allowed you both to grow in a lot of ways, which is beautiful and wonderful. So you aren't the same people that you were then. And that's important to know if you do allow this person back into your life, that you have to treat it as a whole new thing. This is a totally new growth person. And that's also important if you decide not to, that you are a different person. You want different things. You are in a different space. You are not that person that you were even a day ago. Now, we also have the 3 of Pentacles coming in. So this is a card of planning. It's an architectural card. It is a card of, like, collaboration and growing things and planning out things. So I would say this is saying that if this person wants to re-enter your life, I would plan out kind of now how you would like that to go. Would you want that to be something you would want to, like, just so you're not caught off guard, you have a little plan in place of this is how I would handle this, and I would make sure that I didn't fall into the same patterns, and I didn't just automatically become the same person that I was back then because of old neural pathways, and that I'm in a new space, and so I'm opening things up to be totally brand new. Okay, first of all, if you have not subscribed, please subscribe, please like this video. If you're here and you're just to get us started, let's pop the moon below for that moon energy of what is hidden, to say, yeah, I'm going to take a look at what I might not be seeing. what might be showing up in my world, in my energy, in my space, to help open me up and accept this abundance, to make this decision that I need to make, to step into my high priestess energy of really seeing things and understanding things and being in that divine energy and landing things and taking it home, seeing it all the way in that completion way. But let's land the moon below. I want to pull an oracle card before we continue on. So I'm pulling a divine feminine oracle card for you, and then I want to pull a few more cards before we wrap it up, because I still want to open up. Feels like there's just a little bit more energy here to open up. So our divine feminine card from our oracle deck is Mashing Labdran, the diamond-hearted Dakini. Beautiful. I see the light in my own darkness. Oh, hey, high priestess. I just want to pull this back up. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. Absolutely stunning. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Okay. Now I'm popping into my white deck just to get a little extra clarity for you. Just to peel back any extra clarity for you. What else do we need to know about this shadow space for you? What else do we need to know about your heart space, about being able to open up to your soulmate relationship? What else do we need to know for you? What do we need to know about finding the light in the darkness, in your own darkness? Being able to see inside the shadows, being able to take a look beyond the veil, being able to be in this beautiful space. There's some children outside playing, just in case you can hear them. I like that energy. That's a good energy to have around. Okay, we have the Justice card. Yeah, we have the Two of Wands, and we have the Sun to your Moon. Ooh, yes. Oh, boy. Okay. We have the Moon. Now, we're getting divine answers coming in, and we have the Sun. So we're asking about shining a light into your darkness, stepping into your veil. I love this. This is beautiful. The Justice card says there's something that feels like it was really unfair here. And this does get into karmic things that you have to trust. You're going to have to trust that it's all coming out right, that it's all for a greater good and it's for a greater purpose. You do have to just kind of let go and open up to the trust of it. And that it does feel like you'll get some resolution with that you'll get some completion with that you'll get some soothing heart space for that, because you'll get some answers in that Justice Department. You'll get some answers about that fairness. But you also just have to trust, and you can't hold on to it during this time until it's all, the closure has happened and the karmic closure has happened. You have to just trust and keep living your life and set it free and let it go. Now, we also have the Two of Wands, which is a card of travel. It is a card of exploration and exploring. Our Ace of Wands was the very first card that we pulled for you. So really that passion, that purpose, that drive, all of that stuff, really letting yourself travel. And that means also traveling away from this, traveling away from the past, traveling away from who you've been, where you've been. Whatever you need to do to settle anything, if you need to rewrite a story, if you need to retell the story in a new way of what you've gained, what you're grateful for, saying thanks, giving it love, sending it off, writing it on paper, burning it up safely, always safely, going to the ocean, doing a ritual, spell casting, cord cutting, whatever you need to do in order to set yourself free and travel away from this, it's time to do that, because you have big things. You have big things that want to come into your life. You have big things that want to open up for you. You have abundance that wants to pour down on you, abundance of your heart, your relationships, your love, your joy, your overflowing, your money, your items, all of that wants to rain down for you. And it's hard for new things to come in and to really pour into you when you're already filled up with something that that you don't actually want, that is not actually serving you. It's not holding that energy, is not actually doing anything for you. It's not holding that energy, doesn't bring that person to you. Releasing that energy is the thing that lets you be free enough to move forward in a way that magnetizes people to you. So if you did want this to open back up, setting it free now is the way to do that, which feels counterintuitive. Oh, well, I need to grip onto it. I need to keep control of it in my mind, hold on to it in my mind, but really releasing it, letting it go, focusing on those other things, focusing on the movement that you have in your life, the movement forward, focusing on figuring out what is in the shadow world, letting yourself travel forward is where that magnetism really happens. I'm sure you've noticed that in past relationships, not till you release your grip on something that, and then everybody floods back to you and you're suddenly getting calls from all of your exes and you're maybe not interested in any of them anymore because now you've grown into a new person who is looking for better things, looking for higher ground, bigger territory, because you've gotten into this space where you are empowered in your space. Now we have the sun coming in as well, and the sun tells us that, I love this. The sun comes in to say, you don't have to do any work, really. You don't have to do all of the things to feel joyful, positivity, glass half full, full of optimism, full of hope, charged up, lit up, your brightest, shiniest self. This doesn't mean you have to be a different version of yourself. It doesn't mean you have to be somebody you aren't. But in that way where you feel at one with yourself, you feel at peace with yourself, you feel like you can be yourself in every situation, you can let yourself just shine as you are, unafraid that, yeah, okay, if somebody needs to put sunglasses on, they put sunglasses on. They don't like the sun, they don't like the sun. Big deal. You are who you are. Let yourself step into all of those feelings of the joy, of the positivity, of the hope, of the optimism, of the sunshine raining down on you. Let yourself be in that space and let it all come in for you. And some of that work will happen. The shadow work will happen. The things that, I have to discover what I really believe about this, and I have to be in that space of your high priestess self, of looking, being the third pillar and seeing all of the different things. But you can step into this space immediately, and that will help you get there as well. Ooh. Okay, I want to pull 2 more cards, and I want to pull 2 more cards in our pink deck because I think our pink deck has been really talking to us today. So I just want to pull 2 more cards for you, and whatever we need to know for you, all 100% outside of this person. If they bring up this person, we'll take it, but Hi. Okay, so we have the Hangman reverse and we have the sun again. Yeah. I think emoji-wise, you might have to drop a sun now too. A moon and a sun, because this is pretty potent stuff. Now, the Hangman reverse says you really are allowed to just be yourself. You really don't have to follow the crowd. And it's going to feel good. And it's going to be a wise choice and a good decision. You don't have to do what everybody else is doing. You can do it your own way. You can hang back, take a look at what they're doing, see what's happening before you, let your intuition guide you. It's also saying you are in a very intuitive space. You do see things that may not always be available to you. Maybe they are, but also you maybe just haven't been looking for those things, but now you have an opportunity to really look at things in an intuitive way, getting into seeing things beyond what you should be able to see. And let yourself truly own the truths that you are getting, the things that you are reading, and take them. They're yours. You're feeling it, you're seeing it. Listen before you talk. All of those sorts of things that are just like, you're in it, you have the ability to be in a place that is rather grounded and peaceful, and that is able to sit in a space of confidence in who you are and your ability to make judgments and choices and decide things and understand truth and see what's really going on. The sun comes in again for a second time. So we've pulled the moon in our pink deck. We've now pulled the sun in our pink deck, and this is the second time we've pulled the sun. You're allowed. Let yourself step into the joy. I love this card. Step into the joy. Step into the sunshine. Step into your most powerful version of you. The very first card we pulled for you is the Ace of Wands. What is coming in for you, the things that light you up, that push you forward, your purpose, your passion, your drive in life, all of that stuff, that is a magnet for other people. It's a magnet for your soulmate. It's a magnet for abundance, for money. It's a magnet for everything you want and you desire. Let yourself be in this burst of energy, in this burst of, I'm just accepting good feelings now. That's where I am. Sorry, this comment was made to me, and I know this comment was made to make me feel bad, but I'm only accepting good feelings right now. So, okay. That's where we are. We're not accepting anything but the good feelings. Letting yourself be in a space that's just only accepting the sunshine. You are in the sun, and that's the only thing that's really coming through for you. The optimism, the brightness, the power. It is so powerful. It is life force energy. Life force energy. Oh my goodness, I love this. Okay, I'm going to pull one last oracle card for you. So our last oracle card that I'm going to pull from you is for you is from our ancestor and angel deck, which is a beautiful deck. I love this deck. And let's see what we have for you. Let's see what we have for you. We have Spirit Fox for you. I love this. Trust your talents in changing times. Trust your talents in changing times, you Spirit Fox. Trust your talents. Your talents. Trust what you have, what you possess. You have magical powers. Sit into that magic. Sit into that beauty. I'm feeling to pull one last card from our angel and ancestor deck, and we have the White Witch. Be the light. And you know what is the light? The sun. Be the light. Let yourself be in that White Witch energy. Let yourself be in that lightness of being. Be that force that feels the good things. I'm only accepting positivity today. It's okay. I can hear it, I can be in it, but it's not mine. I don't own that. What I own is sunshine. What I own is the sun coming down. It's a powerful space. Be the light. Be the light. Oh, you are so wonderful. I am so grateful to have you here, to have you with me. Comment below. Please comment. I love your comments. I read every single comment. I love hearing them. They fill my heart up. I love it when you're vulnerable. If you don't want to be vulnerable, that's okay. I love hearing, hi, it's me. Just saying hi. And even just popping your emoji below, your moon or your sun and moon, whatever you want to pop below, I would love to hear. I am sending you off into this bright, beautiful, sunshiny world with so much joy and optimism and positivity and a willingness to open yourself up to the abundance that wants to come in for you, the opportunities that are coming in for you, the perseverance to keep on with this path of completion that you're on, driving things home, seeing it, the things you've been putting so much work into already. You are a new person. You are in a magical space. You are in a high priestess energy. You are in a new space where you have the opportunity now to really step into yourself in a new way, where you are waiting until you're ready to dive in, seeing things in a new clarity of truth and understanding and confidence of your space in this world. This is cool. This is very exciting. I'm sending you off with so much sun, so much moon, so much enlightenment, so much love, and so much White Witch light. All of the goodness and all of your talents. Until I see your precious self again so soon. Mwah. Mia.